Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Using his legs, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lewis. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Crosses the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense all over him.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They give it back to him. Brought down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Left side is forward. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. Right down the middle. Working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Brown. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Deep in the end zone, it's Perry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Got him right there. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now on first down from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Young. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Another incompletion on third down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. On target. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gets the back moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Finds his tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Hand off for Brown.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Right side, it's Richardson. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's forward. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws it off the RPO. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Cardinals have it with a first and goal.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Going for 6. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Jet.
Oh, maybe a double pass. Look out. He's on the move. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Long way to go on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Play fake, Lewis. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Throwing, Lewis. Under pressure. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State taking on the number 19 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Rams, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
In the backfield, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. The 20. Pass attack. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. Lewis rushes on. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Ready, ready. Black 88. Black 88. Shift. Hey, move. Jet. Ready, go.
They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Driven back.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Red 18, red 18, 1424 plus, 1424 plus. Q. Ready, go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it in the middle. On the move at the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Young. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. They're all over it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second and long here. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. On the ground, it's Young. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He makes a catch, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Buffs! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. He'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. There he goes. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisville!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Lewis to throw. Out wide left, it's Welch. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing, Lewis. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Finds a man in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put together an 81-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. One more time, it's Brown. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Trying the run, it's Brown. Knocked down immediately.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Black 14. Black 14.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Go, go.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Into the end zone for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis. Left side is Young. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Lewis wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Young. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Welch. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll throw it. Finds his target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Lewis to throw. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. He's at the all the way back. Touchdown, Buffs.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Ready? 1, go.
Throwing, Lewis. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity